When the lights come alive and the music fills the night, we'll dance till the dawn, everything will feel just right. Your heart beats with mine through the rhythm and the time. We'll take every chance and we'll leave it all behind. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet. In the city so bright under neon flashing lights, where the roofs track the time as we're holding each other tight. Our love on the floor can't deny we want some more. We'll keep spinning round till the morning knocks the door. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet. Feel the fire, dance together with this fever. Indiana fever. Indiana fever, catch the groove. Indiana fever, make your move. Indiana fever, feel the beat. Indiana fever, move your feet.
The angels are here.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Ace's Angels, y'all, man. So let's get on into this one, man. Stephanie White has been hired as the Indiana Fever head coach, guys. She replaces Chrissy Sass, who was just fired on Sunday, so like earlier this week. So it definitely sounds like Kelly Krospoff and Amber Cox knew who their new head coach was going to be for a while now. We heard about them talking last week. The only thing that I was unclear of was, since she was still under contract, because remember, it was reported, I think, the day after Sass got fired, that she was able to be let go of her contract with the Sun. So was there tampering going on? Like, I was wondering about that, man. Hey, they don't get charged, it ain't our concern then. So I'm not even going to worry about that. But I was thinking about it beforehand though. So Stephanie White comes in here, second duty as the Fever head coach. She's not new to this organization at all. She was here, and when she was last time she was here was 2016, and that was the last time the Fever made the playoffs before this past season. So she was the last successful head coach for the Fever. That Pokey Chapman took over the following year, and Pokey Chapman was someone that, ironically, Stephanie White worked under in Chicago for the Sky, doing the Sky's first WNBA Finals appearance when they still had Elena Della down that crew with Courtney Vandersloot. I think Allie Quigley was on that team too, and Sylvia Fowles. I think that was the team that they had in Chicago in 2014 when they lost to Diana Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury, and Sandy Brondello was coaching that team as well. But yeah, Stephanie White is on board, and it was rumored for like the last couple of weeks now that she will probably be the Fever's next head coach. And she was also rumored to go other places like LA, Chicago, especially Chicago. I think the Sky was definitely targeting her from what I heard with the rumors and stuff like that. But we got her, man. And to me, Stephanie White is a top 3 coach in the league. The only thing on her resume that's missing is a WNBA Finals appearance in championship. And but I still thought she was a top 3 coach in the league, behind Sandy Brondello, who I got at the top, especially after this Liberty Championship, and she's won before, so I got her at the top along with who else did I have right next to Sandy Brondello? Was it Becky Hammond that I had up there? I think it was Becky Hammond. I don't got Cheryl Reeve because I think Cheryl Reeve, I've seen her without good teams before, and it is not good. And I just hated the way she got out-coached by Sandy Brondello. Like, people were blaming the refs in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals, and I felt like when people were doing that, they were letting Cheryl Reeve off the hook. Cheryl Reeve was horrible. She didn't play Alyssa Peely the whole playoffs. They could have used that extra depth, that extra girth and size in the playoffs. And Sandy Brondello used the deep part of the bench. Used Satu's sister, Sabali's sister. Used her in the game. Used Leona Febish all year. That made a huge difference. Leona Febish was the difference. I told people, like, that was going to be the reason why they probably were going to get over the hump finally, because they had that extra player that they didn't have last year that had size to her. She had defensive skills. And it was a pretty nice offensive player. So they had that and they won. So, yeah, Stephanie White to me, top 3. I put her right at 3 right now. WNBA Coach. She's definitely going to be better than Chrissy Sass. And that's the big thing. Whoever you hire had to be better than Chrissy Sass. And this is a big leap. Like, this is someone that you hired that we don't even have to question if she's going to be better than Chrissy Sass or not. I mean, she's going to be miles ahead of Chrissy Sass, bro. And another thing that I liked was that the players liked this move. We saw Leah Boston say something positive on social media. Caitlin Clark endorsed her. Lexie Hall. Even Alyssa Smith. That's when you know. I think a lot of players on this team just did not want to play for Chrissy Sass again. That's crazy. Alyssa Smith like that. Now, here's the thing, though, that I want to caution with Alyssa Smith. I think Alyssa Smith is trying to be slick, though. Because we all know who her girlfriend is, Dejanay Freddy Cougar Carrington. And I believe that I think she's thinking because Dejanay played for Stephanie White, that Stephanie White wants to bring Dejanay with her to Indiana. And you know Fever fans ain't going for that because Dejanay is probably one of Caitlin's main ops, like, in the league. Like, top 5 main ops in the league. And there's no way Fever fans are going to welcome Dejanay. They don't even like Nalissa right now. So there's no way they're going to accept that. So I'm thinking Nalissa thinks that she can, by, endorsing Stephanie, that Steph is going to want to bring in Dejanay so they can be together on the Fever. Like, no. You want to be with your girlfriend, you need to go to another organization. Like, we're going to trade you, Nalissa Smith. We're going to trade you because we can get something out of you. Because let's think about Nalissa. Nalissa's not a bad player. Nalissa's just in the wrong system, wrong team right now. Chrissy Sass also messed her up a little bit. Let's be honest, like, Chrissy Sass messed her up. And I'm talking about before Caitlin came in. The season before when she got injured. Like, she messed her up that season, 2023. So Nalissa's still a special talent. Got a lot that she could do. I think a good place for Nalissa is actually with Cheryl Reeve in Minnesota. I've been bringing on. I haven't done the video yet. I gotta release that video about how we need to use Nalissa Smith to trade for one of the 4s on the links. So either Alana Smith, which I think we might need to give her more to get Alana, but we also got Dorka Huas, who I would definitely like to get, and we could do that straight up. There's no way the link should be asking for more than Alyssa Smith for Dorka if they don't mind giving up Dorka. And the same thing with Alyssa Peely. You weren't using Alyssa Peely all year. She'll fit in fantastic with Caitlin in this team. She got size. She could play. And the thing about Alyssa she could play like three positions. So she could come off your bench and replace whoever Boston. She could replace whoever the power forward is going to be in Lexie Hall. So she can go deep as far as that goes. And she got guard skills. I don't think she's going to back up the shooting guard or anything like that, but she definitely got some guard skills and stuff like that. So I will use her to trade for one of them. I like Lee Yuru too. I don't know if she's going to be on the Sparks next year, but if she's still with them, I would look at that too as a direct trade. But yeah, there's some pieces around the league that we can trade Alyssa Smith for, man. But yeah, you got to go to this. Nice try though. Nice try. But it shows a bigger picture that, man, a lot of these players did not want to play for Chrissy. I don't think they hated Chrissy Sass as a person. I think it was just because, like, Caitlin always spoke highly of Chrissy as a person. It was just coaching-wise, it was like a nightmare for everybody on the team. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like a nightmare. So I think getting Stephanie in here is a refreshing face and stuff like that. And we know she's better. Like, Stephanie's strength is she's a really good X's and O's coach. Like, she could coach some damn basketball, man. But she's also like a Cheryl Reeve, where she does better with better players. Like if you give her a rebuilding team, and this is the reason why she's leaving, to me. There's some. I'm not gonna get into it in this video. I'm not doing a conspiracy theory thing with her family emergency that she had. That if she used that to get out of look, it's not for me to go over that in this particular video, man. And I'm gonna let the people who suspect that talk about that in their videos or on social media or whatever. I'm not gonna get into it here, man. That's her business, and I'm gonna just let that ride, man, because it is crazy though. But I knew she was leaving anyway. Even if she didn't do that, I knew she was leaving. I know Stephanie White, man. Like I said, I've been following Stephanie White. She was a player. She was a Big Ten Player of the Year. So I knew her back in the late 90s. That's when I started really getting into sports. It was like, because I'm a 90s kid. It was like late 90s. And I remember watching her then. Then she joined the WNBA, even played for the Fever. The original number 22, by the way. And then when she got into coaching, man, I've been basically following Stephanie White her whole career, man. Like, she one of the few coaches that I kind of knew for a while. From the assistant ranks all the way through now, you know. It helps that I had a little crush on Stephanie White even when she was playing. I think that's the reason why I always followed her, man. Like, she definitely probably the hottest coach in the WNBA, for sure, man. With them curly locks, man. Got that Jennifer Grey 80s curly locks thing going on, man, that I love, man. So at least she gonna be nice to look at on the sidelines, man, because Chrissy Sass was man. Look like she smoked like 6 packs of Newports a day, bro. So, yeah, it's gonna be refreshing to see her face on the sidelines, bro. But here's the thing, though. So, like I said, she don't really like rebuilds, and the Sun are headed for a nasty rebuild coming up. Marie Mabry went from a plus situation to what's going to be a disgusting situation. She gonna have to leave Connecticut after next year, because she's not even she's got one more year left on her deal. She's stuck there, man. So we'll see what happens with that. But as far as White coming here goes, she likes to because I think Stephanie White just knows her strengths. Like, she gets out of tough situations a lot. Vanderbilt, she was a horrible recruiter. That's why Vanderbilt struggled when she was there. I think she was there for like 5 years, and it just didn't work out. And, you know what I'm saying? She's someone that, if you got the pieces already, she's like a Phil Jackson. If you got the pieces, she could come in and lead the team. Now, you would have expected, like, okay, on the Sun, she should have got her team to the finals. But I mean, you do got the aces and Liberty that you had to contend with, man. It wasn't easy. I think the Sun was always missing a player or two, by the way. But I do think on the Fever, I think she could get this team to the WNBA Finals, though. I think the Fever probably about a couple of years away from getting there. But I definitely think she's that coach to get them to that championship level, because she will coach like a Sandy Brondello. She'll use her bench, and her rotations are going to be better. Defense defense is her calling card, and she's going to make sure this team plays better defense. Her team was physical on the Sun, and even when her first run with the Fever, very physical teams. Very physical team. So she's definitely going to bring a physical brand of basketball to the Fever. And she tends to kind of be one of those coaches that's going to let the offense run as well. So I don't think she's going to get in Caitlin's way when it comes to the offense. She is going to have to learn that Iowa system. But you got to remember, she broadcasted a lot of Caitlin's games. So I think she's familiar with the system. I don't think it's like super newish for her. But coaching is going to be a little bit different. So I think she's going to put some wrinkles into it to make it a little bit more successful in the pros. But, yeah, I think her and Caitlin are going to be on the same page, man. It's a good thing that she knows Caitlin already just from broadcasting her games. And so we'll see how that relationship flourishes when we get to that point. So I think it'll be good, guys. I think it's going to work out between Stephanie White and Caitlin, man. I don't really have too much concerns about that. And we don't have to worry about her running away, because this won't be a rebuilding situation after these next couple of years. So I think Stephanie's in a perfect situation. She knew it. She's got the pieces here. They could bring in more pieces here. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better situation as not even just for Stephanie, just as any coach to come here and coach this team, man. So I think she's been one to coach. I'll never forget, after the first game of the season, she spoke highly of Caitlin and even tried to coach her up in the interview, talking about what Caitlin did wrong in the game. So I think I think going back to when she covered her in college, she was interested in coaching Caitlin. And I believe Caitlin's the main reason she's here, by the way. Now, obviously, she's been here before. She knows Lynn Dunn. Lynn Dunn's still in the organization, even though she's not the GM no more. So there's a familiar face there, Herb Simon and all that. So it's not a newer situation for Stephanie. From the state, she knows the people here. I think it's going to be good. So let's talk about a couple of negative things about Stephanie White before we leave here. I'm going to talk about the fans, and then I'm going to talk about the players real quick. So is she bringing over anybody from the Sun? Because Fever fans don't like these Sun players, but there's a few players that weren't tied to the mess that was going on. So like a Veronica Bird, Brianna Jones. Will she bring those players? Alyssa Thomas is one of the players that I know Fever fans don't like, but will she bring her? Because I'll be honest, like if we could use a center like that, a leader. And here's one of the things about Alyssa Thomas: she will defend Caitlin Clark. Ain't nobody fucking with Caitlin Clark next year if Alyssa Thomas on the team. Alyssa Thomas is crazy. So she's going to protect Caitlin Clark. So we know that for sure if she comes here. It'll move Aaliyah Boston to... Now, Aaliyah Boston can still play center. You bring in Alyssa Thomas as the power forward. So we gotta be watching for that. The only player realistically that I would not want from the Sun is Dejanay Carrington. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of her offensive game. It's kind of like the opposite of Mitchell, where I got a problem with Mitchell's defense. I got a problem with her offensive game. Now she has the defense, but also her attitude. She an op to Caitlin. I don't want her here. I don't want her here, man. I don't want her here, bro. And then we keep the list. That's a nightmare for Fever fans, bro. Come on now. Fever fans don't want that drama. Man, nah. We good. We good. So, now I know Marina been like a little op to Caitlin, but I wouldn't have minded Marina coming with her. Because Marina gets buckets. So, I'm talking about Marina Mabry, but we'll see what happens. I think Brianna Jones will be a clutch pickup, and Veronica Burton off the bench will be clutch too. So we'll see if those moves happen or not. DeWanna Bonner, no, I don't really want no one that old that's going to be retiring any minute now. I'm good on that. She can't shoot though. If this was prime DeWanna Bonner, it'd be a whole different story. But nah. And then for the fans, let's talk about the fans real quick. So fans right now, I think most of the fan base is liking this move. I think for a lot of fans it was anything but sass. You know what I mean? I think most fans are okay with the move from what I've seen. Now, there is a sector of fans in here on YouTube, I'm not going to say any channels' names, that didn't want Stephanie White before and don't want it now. They feel like, okay, Steph's a lesbo. Her wife is Lisa Salters, as y'all know from ESPN and Monday Night Football. Lisa Salters been working with ESPN, I think, for like 25 years now. And so that's probably how they met when she was at ESPN broadcasting games. Stephanie White has been broadcasting games for a long time herself after her playing career. Now, they think she's for the woke alphabet agenda. Then some people just, some of those people just did not like how they feel like she allowed things to happen with the Suns' physicality, dirty plays, and the way they talk about the Fever fans online. And Caitlyn and stuff like that. So, there was those people out there that never endorsed this move. And those people also wanted Lisa Bluter. And I wanted Lisa Bluter too, but it just wasn't realistic. I felt like it was a dream thing to get a Lisa Bluter in here. I never felt like that's the crazy thing about the Lisa Bluter thing. I never felt like that was a realistic move that they were going to make. Like, I'm being mad honest, man. I never ever felt like that was a realistic move that they were going to make. For whatever reason, I never felt like that was a move that they were actually going to make. I don't know why I felt that way. I just had that feeling like, no, they were never going to make that move. It was like a pipe dream that they were going to get a Lisa Bluter. That's why I didn't have any expectations that they were bringing Lisa Bluter in here. And I noticed the people that wanted Lisa Bluter were super disappointed with this. Like, they had their expectations. Like, this is why you can't get too high and cold on who you want, because when a team doesn't do what you want, it's going to be hell. Like, there's some draft picks that I want, mainly Sonya Cintron from the draft. But guess what? I'm not going to have that expectation that they're going to actually go and get Sonya Cintron. I'm not going to disappoint myself like that when they don't make that move. I'm just not going to do it. Right? I'm not going to do it. So that particular move to me, like I said, I kind of always knew they were going to hire Stephanie White, man. I kind of really had a feeling about it, especially when they said they were talking to her the week before. I said, dog, unless something else happens, bro, they're going to get Stephanie White. So, I always really felt like that. So, I kind of really felt like they were going to get Stephanie White, bro. So those channels were disappointed, and they're talking about the she plays for the LGBTQ Disney chick, you know what I'm saying, working for ESPN in the off season, doing the NBA games and stuff like that, college hoops, and I don't care about that stuff. Like, it don't matter. Like, that's not basketball. That's not the basketball side of it. Is she a capable head coach? Is she going to play Victoria Saxton and Grace Berger? That's what I'm worried about, and all the other younger players. Are we going to get more Celeste Taylor situations? Emily Angsler type situations? Girls who are really talented that aren't on this team? Queen Egbo and stuff like that? Are we going to get more of that? Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Right? So, in my opinion, guys, like, I care more about the coaching part. Can she coach this team to the WNBA Finals? Because that's the only question I got for Stephanie White right now. Can she do that? That's the only question I got for Stephanie. Everything else checks out. I don't care about her personal life and what she does. I don't care about none of that, man. I don't care if you don't trust her and all this stuff. Like, I don't care about that. Can she coach? You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at. And that's where those people should be at. You know? She's our coach now. You got to deal with it. Like, either you're going to deal with it or you're not going to deal with it. You know what I mean? Just because you didn't get your particular coach in there don't mean, you know, you should completely write her off. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that was a pipe dream anyways for us to get a Lisa Bluter. I don't think Lisa Bluter wants to coach in the WNBA. She got to go. And this is going to be the one thing going into next season that I'm still kind of like, because I don't know if she likes Kelsey Mitchell or not. That's the one thing I do want to know with Stephanie White. I don't know if she particular, because look, Dejanay Carrington was her 2-guard. Defensive 2-guard too at that. I actually think she might want something like a Sonia Cintron or Lucy Olsen. I do. And this is going to be, it may change some things with that. But we also know the front office is going to have their say. You know, Amber Cox and Kelly Crossboff, they're going to have their say on that. But, because they got a chance to core. But here's the thing. I don't know if Stephanie White wants a wants a shooting guard that can't play any defense. Because I'm looking at her Connecticut Sun. Those guards can play defense, bro. So that's going to be a big, big thing that I'm on the lookout for. And we'll talk more about it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up because it's getting too long. But give me your thoughts in the comment section below what y'all thought of this move. And like I said, I like the move. There's a lot of crybabies out there that don't like the move, but let them cry about it. They wanted Lisa Bluter. It is what it is. I don't blame them for wanting Lisa Bluter, but I also think that this is the right move. So give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank y'all for watching this one. Oh, let me get to the outro, man. And remember that I got a Patreon, bro. And we're going to be getting all of Caitlin Clark's second half games up on there. I don't have them up all yet, but we're going to be getting them up on the Patreon. If you go to the link, it'll have a direct location for all the games. And you can actually pay for the collection itself instead of subscribing to the Patreon. If you pay for that one time, you have access to those videos. But you better get them quick because I'm going to delete a lot of them. So you better get to it while you can, because I'm going to delete them before next season starts. Because I gotta have room for these college games too, man. And Patreon only lets you add so many videos. So make sure y'all go get them while you can, man. But also, if you want to donate to the channel, like I said, I got the Cash App $Sack Exchange for Cash App. For PayPal, I love getting PayPal the most. So if you got a PayPal, click that link in the description box. If you want to pay through Bitcoin, scan the QR code on the screen that you see right now. And then also, if you want to pay through YouTube, you can do that as well through the Super Thanks. And I thank anybody who donates in advance. And if you can't donate, you've been wanting to donate, but there is a way for you to support for free, man. Hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Aces Angels.